We're at 7:30. Going to do the roll call vote. Mr. Blackstock?
Here.
Mr. Knotts?
Here.
Mr. Horn?
Here.
Mr. Patsalis?
Here.
Mr. Boda and Mr. Simons are both excused. Cram is here. Mr. Knotts, can you lead us? Sorry.
I make a motion that we appoint Dee Cram, pro tem for the tonight.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? They're not talking. They're thinking down there. Are you thinking about it?
I didn't hear the question, but go ahead, I reappoint you, that's.
Okay. Mr. Knotts, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Certainly.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion to approve the agenda as presented, or if anybody has any changes they want to make to it.
If there are no changes or deletions to the agenda, I'll make a motion that we approve it as presented.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. I need a motion to approve the minutes of May 4th, 2015.
Once again, if there's no deletions or questions on the minutes, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of May 4th, 2015 as presented.
I'll support that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Public comment? Anybody who wants to talk about anything not on the agenda? No? Okay. I need a motion for the consent agenda. We have C1, the April 2015 building permit report, C2, April 2nd, 2015 beautification committee minutes, C3 is the 2014 St. Clair River Sewer and Water Authority Treatment Plan Annual Report, C4 is the 2014 Water Treatment Plant Annual Report, C5 is the May 6, 2015 Historical Commission Minutes, C6 is the 2014 Investment Income Report. C7 is the April 2015 Investment Income Report.
I'd like to make a comment on the water treatment plant and the sewer treatment plant reports. Our water plant superintendent, Mike McLeod, and his staff have done an outstanding job for once again, so I don't know how many years in a row, we have absolutely meeting all requirements of the state for some of the best water in the area. And Mr. Dion Pike, the superintendent of the sewage treatment plant, and his team have also done the same thing as we, again, have met all the requirements of the EPA for our sewer plant. I think they've done a marvelous job as these reports indicate, and I wanted to so mention in their minutes of this meeting.
I looked at them, Ralph, it seems like they've done a good job on it.
I'll make a motion we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Consent agenda carries. We need a motion for the bills. We have bills in the amount of $57,964,013. Payroll in the amount of $17,416.20, and ACH payments in the amount of $15,235.19 for a total disbursement of $90,615.52.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills in the amount of $90,615.52.
Any further discussion? No? Roll call vote. Mr. Patsalis?
Yes.
Mr. Horn?
Yes.
Mr. Knotts?
Yes.
Mr. Blackstock?
Yes.
Cram, yes. We will pay the bills. New business, number 1, we have a reimbursement for the building officials training. Larry and I did speak about this earlier in the week. his feeling, and I also agree with that, is that it isn't our policy to pay for these. And that his personal opinion was that we stick to the policy that we have in place, but he wanted you guys to, you know,
Well, I think we
Make
voted
that
that he's a contractor and he has to renew his own license. The only ones that we were going to, was the employees, we were going to give them the day off with pay. So he should take care of his own license. That's the way I feel.
well, that, and I also was wondering, this seems like it's just like a conference, where an informational conference, not a going and taking a test and, I mean, I mean, I don't know for sure, but reading this, that was the impression I got, that it was a
We
conference.
don't want to set a precedence here.
Right, well, no, my vote would be that, no, we have a policy, we don't pay for these kind of things, and,
I'm,
but,
irregardless of whether our policy or not, to answer your specific question is, people that have licenses like this, they go to things like that and they get, what they call CCs, or so many points.
Okay.
And they have to get so many CCs to renew their license. And he
Okay.
probably got a 2/10 or something like this to go to this conference. So
all
that-
right,
that was-
okay. Yeah, I didn't understand that.
But I agree that we should follow the current policy of the township.
You can make that a motion now?
Do we just need to let it go then? If we're all
No,
in
you need a
agreement?
motion.
Okay.
All right, I'll make a motion that we deny the request for reimbursement from Mr. Kern based on it, and follow in accordance with our current policies of the township.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Big mouth.
The next is the wage schedule for the seasonal cemetery and township hall personnel. They're the seasonal only, not part of the parks. When, at the last meeting, Larry said he would come up with
Yeah, we asked him to do
with
this.
an amount, right. So this is his plan. He wanted to.
Good or nothing.
Have you guys, if you all agree with the amounts, and then he would like to make sure that we move the employee who's already been here doing this job to the top of that scale for this year, for his
Okay.
wages.
And we got two employees. One takes care of the township hall here in the parks, and the other one is in the cemetery. Nobody has to watch them. They do a very, very good job. So I believe that the both of them should be getting the extra
You know-
$12.
Yeah, why don't we,
Well, the cemetery person is new this year. He's
Yes.
gonna start at the starting wage. But the other
The other
gentleman,
guy, he's been here.
he's been here and he should already be at the top.
They're both doing a very good job.
you know, the only thing I thought about this was, if they've been here for a while and we like their work and they keep staying, then we ought to pay them. I would go along with this. I just think that perhaps I would add another category. You know, they've been talking about $15 an hour for slinging hamburgers, for goodness sake. That I would say, I would add additional category that after 4 years, they go to $15.
That would be.
And just leave it and that would give us a schedule for
Then you won't lose.
as long as they want to stay. And if we don't want to keep them, you know, they don't get up there that far.
You won't lose them good employees, and both of them are good. I've been around with both of them.
Are we not concerned with, I guess, defining even after the 4 years? Or putting other categories in here? I mean,
We can talk
I'm
about that later.
not willing to get higher than $15. I thought, you know, you kind of hit the top. You've hit your cap, just like when I was in the service, you know, you get up to the top of the table, then it's flat.
15
That's
was-
my opinion anyway.
15 was the highest I made when I was working.
So this wage schedule is only for the two employees that we're talking about, correct?
Correct.
Just,
There are only the two.
the township seasonal employees.
All right, well, do we want to not finalize this until we decide if we're adding more columns to it, but do a motion to
No.
have the new employee at 10 and the other guy at the other number?
No, I make a motion that we approve the wage schedule for seasonal cemetery and township hall employees as presented, plus an additional column that says after 4 years, the wage would be $15.
I'll support that.
Do you think we should have a discussion with our supervisor on that? I mean, to go ahead and approve it?
Yeah, we can.
I think we can say, request the supervisor look at it for the period after the 4th year, and we recommend that go to 15.
He can bring it back to us later on.
Okay, I don't think you got a problem with it, but if that's what you want to do, fine.
I just don't want, Larry to come back and say something different on
Because
it.
we-
I agree with you.
we-
I agree with you.
We
Well,
got,
and then
If
the
we
other
all
thing-
agree, Larry's gonna go along with it.
we got,
Well, the other thing then, the discussion then is whatever we make the top of the scale, I believe that Ed has been here long enough to be at the top of the scale.
Okay,
Ralph, with what
So-
you said, I think we got some employees that's been here 4 or 5 years already.
one. We have one that's over that, is in the
That
top of the
falls under
scale.
this. I would say we approve the schedule as presented, and then further discussion with our supervisor to evaluate what we do with the further,
I'll
we're in
withdraw my
agreements.
support for the motion and
No, you can keep it the support. We'll just have a vote. I just don't want to open a door for other things that might be down the road. We're popping them to $15 right away, and we have to see, you have other employees still in our
yeah,
township.
but Ralph added that other 4 years into that motion.
Yeah, it gotta be after 4 years, it just so happens we have a guy that's that, but I'll go along, whatever you want.
So what do you
Well,
want
we
to
have
do?
a motion and a support, don't we have to vote?
So I'll withdraw my support to the motion. We'll wait till Larry gets back.
Are we allowed to?
Did you make a motion?
Sure can.
Okay.
And you have to ask if there's this,
Is there a new second?
I would make a motion that we approve the wage scale for the cemetery and township hall personnel as presented, with an option, once our supervisor gets back, to open it up to additional wages for 4 to 5 years.
I think we're getting the cart before the horse. First of all, we got a motion on the floor,
Right.
the second's been withdrawn. Is there, if there's not another second,
Second, the
then that
motion
motion
fails.
dies, and then it's your turn.
Okay.
That's,
Died when I voted. I removed my support.
okay. So the first motion has died, and there's a second motion on the table. And does it have support?
I'll support the second motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. All right, we have Resolution 4, 2015. It's authorizing the Power Plan Risk Reduction Grant. This is the one that Cindy was explaining about what they're going for the money for. Does anyone want to read it? You want me to read it?
I'll read it. Resolution 04-2015, authorizing Michigan Township participating Power Plan Risk Reduction Grant Program, RRGP application, Charter Township of East China, County of St. Clair, Michigan. Minutes of a regular meeting of the Township Board of Charter Township of East China, County of St. Clair, Michigan, held in the Township Hall on the 18th day of May 2015 at 7:30 PM. I present the following resolution, was offered by myself and supported by someone.
I'll support.
Whereas the East China Township Park Commission is pursuing grant funding to finance the purchase of back and side guards for 6 sets of bleachers in the township park. Now therefore be it resolved that the East China Township Board approves of the Park Commission applying for the Michigan Township Participating Plan Risk Reduction Grant. All resolutions and parts of resolutions insofar as they conflict with the provisions of this resolution be and the same hereby are rescinded.
And as I said, I support that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution carries. We have 2 announcements. The Township Hall will be closed on Monday, May 25th for Memorial Day. That will move the trash collection from Thursday to Friday, the 29th. So you're gonna need to put your trash out Friday morning by 6:30. That's one of those Monday holidays that moves the garbage. Do we have any member comments? Mr. Horn?
I've got one, they put the asphalt on the road down by the bridge today, so it looks like about all they got to do now is the guardrails.
It's way ahead of schedule then.
Yeah, it's gonna be ahead of schedule, they should be done before the end of the month.
The
It's
glimmer
about
of
time.
hope, huh?
It's about time.
Rumor has it, eh?
Yeah. Mr. Gonzalez?
No, thank you, I'm all set tonight, thank you, Dee.
Mr.
Nothing,
Blackstock?
thank
Mr. Knox?
No, nothing.
Nothing? The only thing I have is, I know Mr. Simons isn't here today, but my thoughts go out to himself and his family on the loss of his mother, and we'll see him when he comes back. If there's nothing further, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion at 8:46.
Support.
Wait, it's 7:46.
7:46.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We're adjourned. I'm sorry? Wasn't it Mr. Nuts?
Support? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was you.